Hello, entrepreneurs. Recently, I've had to answer a lot of questions from my entrepreneurs as it relates to them separating their business and their personal. And the first thing I want you to know is that it's going to cost you something. A lot of times people are wanting to separate and they think they can do all kind of creative things to separate so that it doesn't cost them a lot of money. Even down to paying $50 a month to get a P.O. box or something like that. Believe me, I've heard it all. And really, the things that you need to do to separate your business and personal is just that. It must be business. Doing your business and personal, one of the first things I would say, and I have a video out here already that talks about the 7 degrees of separation you need for your business. And you need to go find that video. It's a very old video. It's one of my first ones that I ever did, but it is so important because it explains it and it breaks it down. But remember this, the things that you think separate your business and personal are not the same thing according to the IRS and other creditors that will do business with you. So you want to make sure that you are doing things that will benefit outside of just your range of thinking. In other words, what you think address makes a difference, other people are not looking at that. It doesn't matter if you pay $50 for a P.O. box or for a address if your bank account is still connected. If your personal and your business is still in the same bank account, who's determining which one is which? And then a lot of people say, oh, I keep receipts. Receipts really mean nothing. You can pick up a receipt off the ground and you can record it, and who's to say it wasn't yours? That's why I always tell my clients we go by bank statements. Bank statements are federal documents. It comes from the bank. The bank has no vested interest in lying for you. What went through that account will show on that account. That's why it's important that you always do business out of your business account. If you're going to do a personal or pay a bill, make sure you transfer that money from your business account to your personal account and then pay the bill from the personal. Then one of the main things that a lot of people do not want to do, they don't want to pay for a corporate tax return. And that's where things start to change. If you're going to make sure that your business and your personal is separated so that maybe you can qualify for a loan or maybe you can do other business under your business, you need to separate those returns. It is important for lenders to be able to see what your business is really making. And you need to invest in bookkeeping. So often people tell me, oh, I'm doing it. We do it all year. And when it's time for taxes, I get 12 million calls. They ask a million questions, sometimes the same question more than once, because they really haven't been keeping up. They think they know off the top of their head how well their business is doing, but that is not a substitute for having your business and your personal, your profit and loss statements every month. Thinking and assuming what you know, because there's nothing worse than quoting somebody and telling them what you're making, and then when they look at the documentation, it doesn't match. At that point, you become a liar and a liability, and you'll make lenders think twice about doing business with you. So take it from me. You want to separate your business and personal, but you want to do it the right way. That means you want to do it with knowledge, you want to do it with clarity, and you do not want to do it just off the top of your head or based on what you heard at the barbershop or what your friend said or who shot John. You want real, reliable information. And that goes back to having business credit. That begins with your EIN and making sure that you have credit cards and credit lines under your business that are used for business. You want to make sure that, and with the EIN, I go through this in my video, you should never have to pay for that. That is a free service through the IRS. Now, if you have somebody to do it for you, they may charge you for the labor and for their knowledge, but you should not go onto these sites that charge $89 or whatever they do. So be careful about the sites that you entertain. So I do have kind of like PowerPoints and I talk about it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down my 7 steps. So watch for future videos. Make sure you watch, like, subscribe, because in the next few days we will be breaking down how important each and every one of those 7 degrees of separation can and will be for your business. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee of Doing Business Better, saying bye-bye, because I want to see you do business better.